viewers, my name's Cara, and I just finished the Lammas service that I was leading at my Unitarian Universalist church, and I'm really excited. There will be an audio recording of it because the church records all of them, so when that recording is posted, it'll be a while yet, but when that is posted, I will have audio of the entire thing, and I may share it. I might just make it a Patreon goal that once we reach a certain amount, I'll share that, or it might be something that I share with patrons only. We'll see. But the service was about Lammas, and it just so happens that I am a member of the Worship Arts Committee at my church, and we were in a meeting, and they said, oh, we don't have anything planned for August 2nd. Can anybody do something on August 2nd? And I said, well, that's the day after Lammas. I'll do a pagan-based service. And they said, oh, okay, sounds cool. So I got it together with a friend of mine who is pagan, Buddhist, Unitarian Universalist, and she agreed to help me and do the music. So she sang an original song of hers called Lunasa, and we got someone else from the congregation who likes to sing, who is Scottish, to do some Celtic tunes with my friend for us. So they sang Wild Mountain Time, which is one that I love, and also Skyboat Song, two things that kind of go along with the theme of summer and a little bit about Lugh. And one of my friends read a myth about Lugh and his many skills, so we talked about Lammas and Lunasa and the themes thereof, and my homily was about basically messages and sharing your skills, and I shared that recently my messages have been to speak my truth and to be my true self and things like that, and so I was treating this as another way to share my skills, and I sang a little bit for the service, and things like that. So fun stuff. It went really well, and I got a lot of feedback afterwards from people saying that they really enjoyed it, and you know, they resonate with the message, and certain things have been coming up for them, and basically just that they really appreciated it and really enjoyed it, and it was very interesting, and we don't often have pagan-based services. A couple came up to me who attends regularly, who I had never actually spoken to before, who it turns out are pagan, and used to attend a church in Massachusetts where they closed the church for the summer. There were no services over the summer, so they never had a Lammas pagan UU service, so they thought it was really cool to see one of the summer festivals done, and so that was really cool. I got to talk to them for a little bit, and two older women came up to me and said that they went to my church about 10 years ago when they actually did a small group curriculum about the goddess. And they said, you know, did you know about this curriculum that we did? And there was this book that went along with it that we did, and we'd like to do it again. Maybe this is the time to do it again, because I was talking about the goddess and things like that, and they were wearing little goddess pendants and things, and it was just really nice, because these are people who have been members of the church for a long time who I have never gotten the chance to talk to, because there was no reason that we crossed paths until this point. So, and then I talked to the director of religious education, and she said the same thing, that they had come up to her and asked her about the goddess curriculum, and she actually still has the book in her office. These two ladies were going to go home and try to find the book to bring it to me, but we have it in the church office, so they said I could look at it. And it's just really cool to know that when you decide to answer a message and you decide to put yourself out there and speak your truth or share your skills or whatever you're being called to do, even if it's hard, because it is hard. It's not, I mean, maybe it's not hard for everybody, but I experience it being pretty difficult sometimes with certain things, and I talked about that in the homily as well. It's really rewarding to know that when you decide to do that, it touches something in people, and they speak up, and they say, you know, this is really important to me, and it gets them thinking, let's do this goddess curriculum again, or, you know, whatever the case may be, and it sparks something, and the wheel keeps turning, and so that's really exciting. I also got a new sticker from my church bookstore. They had pulled out a couple of items that I have never seen before that were like piled in and I go in the bookstore all the time and I look at the books, I do, but there was like a stack of stickers that I thought was all the same sticker. I never thought to look through it, and there were two different kinds, and the one was a peace-based sticker. It was like a lotus flower with all different languages and symbols for peace, and it's cute, but it wasn't something that really spoke to me that I wanted. But there's another one that's a lotus flower that was, here, it's called, I already have it, it's on my back window, I'll put a picture up here. It's called the Universal Worship Mandala, or Mandala, however that is pronounced. Designed for honoring all paths to truth, it says, and it includes several different symbols. And it's a double-sided sticker, which means I could stick it on the inside of my windshield, and it would still show, which is something that was important to me, that I wanted it to be inside my car, so that nobody can steal it or ruin it in any way. And it's UV protected, so it won't fade, and it's really pretty, so I'm excited about that, because because I was telling the woman who runs the bookstore that I have these coexist bumper stickers, but I was afraid to put them up because I didn't want anything bad to happen to them. And I know that that doesn't happen to most people, but I was worried about it and I wasn't sure, yada yada. And she told me that they used to have a liberal themed bumper sticker on their car, and one day in a nearby kind of city where you know, it's not really known for being conservative. It's kind of it's a really like intermediate place. There's a lot of shopping. It's a lot of business centers. But it's near a lot of pretty liberal areas, I suppose. I don't really know if you can say that, but it's up near Lake Erie. They were there and somebody put another bumper sticker over their bumper sticker that said "Make War, Not Peace," and wrote them a really nasty note about their liberal bumper sticker and left the note under their windshield. So, like, they didn't destroy anything, they didn't key their car or anything like that, but they left a nasty note about it and put another bumper sticker over their sticker. Who just has, like, spare bumper stickers ready to cover up someone else's, you know? Like, so that's the kind of thing that wigs me out. So, but I'm really happy to have this, you know, universal worship type lotus flower sticker, and that it's inside my car, so it's not a sticker on the outside of my car. And maybe someday I'll have the courage to put my coexist stickers up, because I do drive around and I see a lot of other people with them and nothing happens to them, and I just, you know, it's the kind of thing that, like, why do you... Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. This is a good day. I'm happy about how the service went, and I'm excited for what may come next. And now I'm going to the medieval fair, so maybe I'll record a little bit, because I went last week and I didn't record any of it then, so we'll be there in a couple hours. I'm wearing this fun outfit now that everyone complimented, and I'm really glad that I ironed it so that it's, you know, you've seen this shirt before, but now it's ironed and looking nice. And I'll go change to do something else for the fair, or maybe I'll wear this and just add some stuff to it. Haven't decided yet. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye. And happy Lammas, or Lunasa, or whatever you celebrate, or happy Imbolc in the Southern Hemisphere. That's one of my favorites as well. Okay, bye.